drums from hell.
Bitch, neck open, nigga can't do no more throw.
no. Chat. It's gonna fucking happen, isn't it? I spoke about this the other day. I'm literally just about to go live. You know, I'm late. I've been rushing out a video. I think, you know what? All I'm gonna do on tonight's stream is we're gonna look at some KirkPosting. It's very simple stuff to cover. We already covered all of it. I already put all of my thoughts down in the video that I've just put out, right? You know, we're gonna do a bit of that. Then we're gonna do some reacting. We're gonna have a look at some good green news, and then just as I'm getting my tabs ready, most of my tabs for the stream today are TikTok, Twitter, obviously, because it's like that's all that's happening. People are just posting on Twitter, right? And then I look and I see who's fucking trending. Who's fucking trending? Lucy fucking Powell. Lucy Powell. It's a 2-horse race between Bridget Phillipson, evil turf piece of shit, and Lucy Powell, my fucking MP, who I said I despise, committed Blairite, Labour Friends of Israel scum. Literally a couple of weeks after October the 7th, I was protesting with a bunch of comrades outside her fucking office, reading out the final words of that one journalist in Gaza, I forget his name. Cool stuff. Alright, anyway, whatever. Who cares? I'm not covering that today. No one's been decided. Welcome in, everyone. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Let me say hi to everyone who is here. Poor Boy Soul, how are you doing? Welcome in. Middle Earth Marxist. Chris, it's good to see you in the chat. How are you doing, pal? Nappers, how are you? Good to see you. Steph, what's going on? B-Rap, Morton, Krill, Prince, Sophie, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Good green news. Can we do that more? Yeah, of course. Yeah. This we're gonna take a little look at it. Hey Han, how are you? It's good to see you as always. Johnny, how are you? I'm doing good. You enjoyed PBS, yeah? Wintry Mute in the chat. Hello. Damn, legends only in the chat. It's always legends only in the chat. Please go and follow Sophie if you're not already. She doesn't stream too much at the minute, but she will probably start doing it again. She's my co-host on Red Planet. We've got a great show lined up for you this weekend, this Sunday. There may be another person in the chat who is joining us, but I don't know if she wants to make that common knowledge or whatever. Apologies for eating. I am also still eating my tea because, like I said, I rushed out an edit of the Charlie Kirk stuff that we did yesterday. So there you go. That's where I've been. Dave, how are you doing? Good to see you. I was in an ad. Post good green stuff. More of it all the time. Okay, I will. Never been called that. It's grand. Brilliant. Good to see you. Never have I ever read Yowie. My favorite account name on Twitch ever. So happy to spend my evenings lurking here in the stream again. It's great to see you again. Hello. If I Must Die by Rafat. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that. I don't think that had happened by then. Hello, Real Am. Good to see you. Welcome in. It was a good video. She must have been banging it out like a beast. I actually was banging it out like a beast, yeah. Actually was. I was sat here, like... you know? Like, editing like a fucking demon, like... fucking hell. You know, no distractions. Every time I wanted to grab something from like Twitter or YouTube or something, I was just like one tab. Google Chrome, one tab. Spent yesterday surfing Blue Sky and reading all the takes. What a ride. I got some takes for you. We got some takes that we're going to look at. We got some crazy shit to look at. We got, chat, we've got some crazy shit to look at. First thing. Yeah, hey, low-key human, how are you? One tap for the one tap, exactly. You're in my YouTube algo, was within the first 10 views. Oh, you just got done watching it. Oh, yeah, nice one. Yeah, cool, that's good. That worked out great, right? Because it's like, what, a 14-minute video? So, you can just have a little watch. Try not to get a big head. We're doing it. Oh, we're doing it. We're already in there. The video already has a bad faith comment. Oh, yeah. Listen, chat. When I ask you to please comment on my new videos, yeah. When I ask you to please comment on my new videos, it's not just because it helps it in the algorithm. It also helps my brain, right? Because you have no idea how stressful and annoying it is when I go to my new videos on my new channel, and because of the way that I have catered the content, the way that I have created the content to make it, you know, a little bit antagonistic and clickbaity, it just gets so many, like, an absurd amount of fash comments, and a lot of the time I'm deleting them, and a lot of the time I'm just like, you're a smelly little wet, and replying to him, because it just helps me in the algorithm anyway, do you know what I mean? But listen, you know, if you want to help me out, how do I do this? Content, YouTube Studio. Got the video on a muted tab, so you get an extra view. Thank you very much. Excuse me. I don't think a cat commenting meow is bad faith. Yeah, exactly. Oh, someone is, oh, it's different. It's not actually a right-winger. Oh, it's actually like a piece of shit saying I don't, okay. Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, okay. Like, what do leftists want, man? Like, do you want me to, do you want me to get banned? Like, do you want me to get banned, and do you want the police to come to my house? Is that what you want? Like, I don't know who said this. If you're in my fucking audience, I don't know. Like, do you want me to get banned? Do you want me to, like, if you want me to say shit like this, I'll get banned. Like, that's just the way that will go. So, I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is stupid, man. This is you're right. It is bad faith. It is a completely bad faith. Okay, dude. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, whatever. Okay. All right. Chat, listen. We got something cool to watch. Someone already released a diss track. Let's listen. Wait, you can't hear because I muted the fucking thing.
Hey, bitch, neck open, nigga can't do no more throwing. Fuck that nigga Charlie, now he dead. Put him in the ocean. Fuck that nigga wife and his friends. Y'all some racist bitches talking this and that. Cause we black and then somebody blitz them. Get up, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get up, Charlie. Don't give up, Charlie. Don't give up, Charlie. Boy, that nigga Charlie super dead. Hit him in the neck, but not the head.
That's not the full track. There's just an edit, obviously, but yeah, some people are fast on the mark. Do you know what I mean? Fast. This guy released a diss track like 20 hours ago. What is that? Also, I think some new people came in that I didn't say hi to. Yesterday was crazy. Your stream is how the news was broke to me. Yeah, crazy. Hey, Sneaky said, how are you? I'll watch the video later. Just say, sorry it came here. Sorry it came here from it. Oh, nice. Yeah, good to hear it. How are you doing, Sid? Yeah, thank you for the link. Thank you for the link, Steph. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Let me just copy that link, and then I should be able to put it in like a pinned chat message, right? New video, please like, subscribe. New video, please like, comment, subscribe. Okay, there you go. You should see that at the top of the tweet. Who else did I miss in the chat? I saw Sneaky Sid. He didn't need to go, but like the world is a better place with him dead. Well, look, you know, Sid, you just said that you haven't watched my video, so you know, just go and watch it whenever you can, and then you'll hear my take. You'll probably hear my take again tonight. You know, it's you know, it gets a little tiresome. You know, seeing all the fucking concern trolling and shit that's just going on. But anyway, valid, my bad. I'll watch it for sure. Yeah. You know, don't judge me until you see, you know, what is going on. Hey, that dude. Hey, DJ. Good to see you. I think it's important that we come together, respect the wishes of the dead. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is made up, a new age term that does a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at a lot of the kind of things, in the stream today. Based Brit, word on the street is they're renaming it Hollow Point USA in his honor. Yeah, I saw that one yesterday. Welcome to the stream, how are you? Good to see you. What else we got? This is kind of the meat of the stream. I'm sure I had something else to post on here. Nah, he was a piece of shit though. I was a piece of shit though. Itty bitty jeans, chicken spaghetti at Charlie's, or whatever the fuck he calls that. He calls that fucking thing. Let's watch that. The baby knows. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Let's watch that while I'm warming up, while I'm finishing my sandwiches. What's the name of the show? I think you should leave. I didn't realize until yesterday that the rich guy who scooped Charlie up right out of high school ended up dying of COVID. Wait, what? The rich guy who scooped up the money behind the founding of TP USA. Who is that? I'm sure I'm gonna know who that is. I'm certain I'm gonna know who that is. Let's watch the debate one. Because that's the one that reminds me of him. I have so many... I have so much stuff on my phone. Bill Montgomery? No way. Anti-COVID weirdo? Yeah, that makes sense. The co-founder of Turning Point. You got a lot of coke money too. Yeah, definitely. Love the beard, dude. Thank you very much. Why is this not on It is. It is on there. Sorry, YouTube. I gotta pause you, otherwise the VOD will get clocked. Back in a tick. 9/11. Yes, you're right. Hello, welcome back, YouTube. Yes, you're right. It is 9/11, isn't it? It's the perfect nuke. A general's dream. Yeah, sorry, DJ. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. Sorry. Hey, Technomancy, how are you? You're right, Sophie. Same. Yeah, we have 9/11 in 2 months. We have 9/11 in like a couple of months, like a month and a bit. It's not like I haven't already sampled you. You have sampled me in a track already. Chat, you should go and listen to DJ Empirical. Some of his music is in my latest video on the main channel. Okay. That is enough scranning. I'm sorry about that. But, like I said, I've been busy. You know. Oh, okay. Never forget, chat. Unless a conservative guy, unless a conservative Nazi college campus weirdo gets shot, and then you have to forget. That's how it works. Never forget, unless one of the most disgusting and depraved guys known to humankind gets shot. And then, you know, you don't have to worry about 9/11 at all after that. You don't have to worry about any of that. Watching MSNBC glaze Kirk and CNN bring Shapiro to talk about it was mind-melting yesterday. What the fuck? Yeah, it's just wild. I mean, like I said, I got a bunch of stuff to talk about that is related to that. It's just like, honestly, crazy making. Right, and getting ready to go to work. The SW circuit this weekend. Let's fucking go. Good to hear it. Hell yeah. Krill says debugging PowerShell scripts and staring at logs has been my morning. Good. Good to hear it. Didn't Kirk take his prove me wrong shtick from crowd has changed my mind, not on original thoughts in their heads? I think it might have been the other way around, you know. You watched a doco about Chile. Yeah, because that's actually the real 9/11, isn't it? The real 9/11 is Salvatore Allende getting taken out by Pinochet, the evil piece of shit fascist. Hello, Scrapes. How are you? What about 9/11 2? I mean, this is 9/11 2, isn't it? This is America's 9/11. It is. It is. Been having a sleepy day because we get up at 5 to get our friend to the airport. Oh, solidarity. That sounds bad. Oh my god. Had the unfortunate experience of seeing the raw footage. I think most of us did. Zinixy. Like, I saw it on stream last night. Like, I was shown it live on stream last night. Obviously, I didn't show it on Twitch because it was terms of service. But, yeah, nah. I knew straight away. I was like, yeah, he's dead. I'm worried we'll have something like this happen on Saturday at that September the 13th thing in London. What makes you say that? I got a little bit of this yesterday. People were saying, do you think that something like this is going to happen in the UK? Nah, I don't. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the fascists in the UK are surely brain rotted, but I don't think they're brain rotted enough to like shoot one of their own guys. And there is no way that a leftist will do that in the UK. We've already had like left wingers get killed in the UK, like Joe Cox. And the guy who went to the Finsbury Park Mosque was after Jeremy Corbyn. You know? So, yeah, sure. I believe that a lefty could get shot in the UK, probably, maybe with a crossbow. But, yeah, we don't have any Walmart guns. We don't have any Walmart guns, so I don't know. I don't know why people are saying this. I understand if people are scared and shit, but... You know, we're talking about America, man. Like, in the USA at the minute, things are terrible. And, you know, I constantly say to our comrades who come to the stream from the USA and the land known as the USA, how much empathy I have for them. You know, I'm not envious of being in their shoes at all. Yeah, there've been some freaks who've gotten crossbows and stuff, right? I'm concerned about a David Ames style stabbing which will launch the far right into a riot. There's no leftist who's going to do that. And I do not think that there would be a right winger who would be crazy enough, brain rotted enough in the UK to like stab Tommy Robinson. I don't think that's possible. I don't even know if Tommy Robinson is going to be in the UK tomorrow because he's like he'll get arrested, right? He flew to Spain because not tomorrow, Saturday. He flew to Spain because he assaulted that guy at the airport, right? Is that not what happened? Right-wing Mexicans now using Kirk to do culture war. Like, what the fuck does that white guy have to do in Mexico? Really? In what way? I don't think it'll be a leftist. I think it'll be someone who feels targeted by the white anti-migration, by the whole anti-migration rhetoric. I mean, that would be a leftist. You know, if you're talking about like a migrant, you know, you're talking about the most, I don't know, like marginalized people in the UK. I think that most migrants think about killing a right-winger figure far less than any other thing that they think about. My money is on the right-winger who's pissed about the 180 turn on Epstein. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be that, yeah. In the US, I think it is probably going to be that with Kirk. I mean, but look, you know, again, like, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter to the MAGA fucking freaks, and we're gonna have a look at that in a minute, you know. Hello, sentient Natalie. How are you? Welcome in. Have I showed you the song I like to watch? You have not shown me that, Sophie. Feel free to post it in the chat. Let me double check. Didn't already. No Walmart guns here. That's true. Yeah, they do sell guns in Walmart, Sneaky Sid, in the USA. Yeah, they do that. Throw a milkshake, which is apparently just as mad according to right-wingers. It is funny that that's like the trajectory, right? The trajectory is like, milkshakes are the worst thing ever, and then when they get shot, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It could be like a rad lib. It could be someone like I can see it being a leftist. Like, I don't know if that's me just like not being immune to propaganda. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's hard. Like, everything feels like a psyop, right? Like, all we could do is try and report on the stuff that we know to be true and talk about that. Walmart is also great for bulk buying ammo bundles. That's crazy, man. Like, I don't mean to tell Americans to suck eggs about their fucking, you know, about the gun situation, but it is just so mental. Mexico's right wing exploits Charlie Kirk's assassination to advance their anti-left agenda, blaming Claudia Sheinbaum's government and the 4T for political violence. Who are the 4T? Who are they? Hey, Zero Dover, how are you doing? Happy 9/11 to the haters and the losers. What is this? Is this a tune about 9/11? Do you think it would be a good tune to have for a hype train, Sophie? That's the question. Mexico's right wing exploits Charlie Kirk's assassination to advance their anti-left agenda. 4T, fourth transformation. Ah, yeah, thank you. Opportunism through outlandish shows U.S. politics heavily influences major liberal democracies. As the U.S. descends into turmoil, global reactions will follow. Yeah, they're all just desperate to. I mean, look, this is kind of similar to the UK. We're gonna get into fucking some of the just absurd politicians who, like, they've got. It's got absolutely nothing to do with their country or people in their fucking in their country. It's just crazy. All right, okay, yeah, we'll have that for a hype train then, Sophie. Thank you. Hell yeah. Yeah, just slaves to empire. You're right, Zero Dover. Yeah, absolutely. Vassal state bullshit. Same here in Canada. This is crazy, dude. Just fucking crazy. I mean, who is this? Let's see this translation. Murderous left strikes again, this time trying to silence a voice that defends right-wing ideals, pro-life and anti-woke. We're under attack from communists all over the world, not just in Mexico. I mean, this is a pretty poor showing. Who is he even, like... Who is he even trying to appeal to here? You know what I mean? Most of the world doesn't even know who the fuck he was. That's the thing, right? It is just such an obvious appeal to Daddy Empire. He's a big rich Mexican right winger, and he can't even get more than 12,000 likes. That's funny as hell, dude. Yeah, I'm not worried about this guy. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I'm not worried about him in the slightest. Unless there's something that I should be worried about. You know, Shine Bomb Socialism seems to be doing all right without commentary from this motherfucker. The far right world knows, and they're plastering it everywhere. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's like, you know, again, there's like, what? Let's talk about this in an abstract fashion, chat. Yeah, you come here for a bit of esoteric leftism, right? A lot of you come here because I'm a silly British guy, and you know, I believe in UFOs and I believe in ghosts, and I'm a communist organizer and shit like that, right? Let's do a little bit of esoteric talking about this abstract thinking, and this is because of Sophie mainly, so you can blame her. I mean, it's not, obviously, like, don't blame her. It's good fun stuff. Sophie introduced me the idea that we think about systems as monsters. We often do that, and I don't know, you know, if that's exactly true what you were saying, Sophie, and you feel free to correct me, but we often think of systems as monsters in our heads. Like, we think of capitalism as like a huge, unassailable monster that we all have to try and fight. And the same can be said for fascism, right? Because it's part of capitalism. And so if we think about it in that sense, like, we are at a you know, a huge conflict with fascism. We're the working class, and we need to get liberation for the working class, the imperial periphery, and everybody all over the world. Like, that's what we're after, that's what we want. And the people who don't want that are capitalists and fascists. And if we think about the fact that we're in this big fight with this big monster of fascism, you know, it's so loud and it's so dying because we are beating this machine, right? It is falling apart. And when I say we, I don't just mean like us in the West, because obviously we're very small, but in the world, like the left all over the world, you know, maybe people will not think of certain countries as left, you know, but I think when things like China engages in third worldism and is, you know, helping a bunch of countries throw off the shackles of imperialism with the Belt and Road Initiative, and it is having a direct effect on the West in terms of, you know, for example, France is in turmoil, not just because the public are mad, but also because they cannot extract wealth from the colonies anymore, because the colonies have gone, fuck off France, see you in a bit. You know, this ideology is dying, and like something like this, Charlie Kirk is ultimately, I said a little bit of this last night, he's ultimately a kind of a meaningless guy in the grand scheme of things. There are loads of right-wingers who are doing similar stuff to him, but he was important. Like, I was listening to Rhizome talking about this last night when we raided him. He was an important guy to the right. They all loved him because they thought he was doing a good thing, which they cannot do. The right wing has a big problem in trying to recruit young people, because most young people are like, nah, that sounds racist, man. Like, you know, I'm woke as hell, actually. Like, Gen Z is woke as fuck. Gen Z literally just did a revolution in Nepal. You know what I mean? Like, the majority of people are just Gen Z, and they just overthrew their own fucking government. So, you know, that's the battle that they have, and Charlie Kirk was their best guy at that. Their best guy at reaching out to young people. And so, you know, it's like throwing a fucking spear into the side of a big monster, and it goes, ah! And it's thrashing around, and it's fucking, you know, gonna cause all kinds of mischief and shit. Who knows what it's gonna do? That's what's happening. And obviously I say, like, we've thrown a spear. It's not really. Like, we don't know who's done it. But they've lost a guy, and we're all like, sweet. You know what I mean? He was bad at attracting the youth for a long while until recent elections. I mean, this is it, right? Like, you have to remember, that is why they are so desperately glazing him. That's why they're saying he was such a good guy. He did so much good stuff. You can't talk any bad about him. You can't talk about anything like that. You know, because they need the world to remember him as this, you know, this amazing person who did all this, like, really good stuff. So whoever did it, it might not have been a leftist trying to throw a spear at a dying fucking, you know, a dying animal that's being cornered and lashing out at people and shit like that. It might have been itself. It might have hurt itself. It could have been a right-winger. It could have been anyone. We don't know. Do you know what I mean? What do they think he did that was good, though? Getting on college campuses and debating the woke left, right? It's also a prime opportunity to martyr him and make use of his death politically. Right, exactly, yeah. Like, you know, this is it. It is a blow to fascism regardless of who has done it. Yeah? They threw they threw a bucket of money. They threw a bucket of money at him and he lost Arizona, right? Yeah. I mean, they did see the, what do you call it, of the analytics of his videos, right? The analytics of his videos, the analytics of his debates. When he went on Jubilee, what was the Jubilee thing? Jubilee, Charlie Kirk. 25 liberal college students outsmart one conservative. 32 million views, right? And they look at shit like that and they're like, that's good. That's good. Charlie Kirk demolished 25 liberal college students on Jubilee. That's good for us. Do people think that debate is worthwhile at all? Fascists, okay, yeah, fascists love debate because when fascists inspire left-wingers to debate with them, that is automatically seeding ground. This is it. Like, it's not worthwhile to convince anyone, but it literally, you know, especially like if apolitical, it did absolutely groom some young men into fascism, like 1000%. There are going to be people who are like, I love Charlie Kirk, his content's so good, and it's just people who were like primed to be a fascist anyway, but they have been tipped over or they've been convinced by Charlie Kirk before they've seen any other kind of political belief, or maybe they've been exposed to like weak left-wing arguments, and then they've seen a fascist and they've gone, yeah, great, actually this is strong and this is good, and whatever, like, it's, we don't have like a huge platform to spread our message, but the right do, and that's why they love Charlie Kirk, because he was one of the main guys doing that. I mean, more like lay people. Why do lay people see it as worthwhile? Not politically engaged people. I mean, I don't know if they do. But like, it's kind of our job to try and make sure that people understand that and talk about that. Like, if you engage with, and you don't even have to talk about it in the sense of debate, you could just talk about it in the sense of, if you engage with an unscientific fact, then you are legitimizing that fact. If you like a lot of like, we can say a lot of far right opinions, a lot of right wing opinions, conservative opinions are not based in fact. Right? They don't have the data to back them up. They don't have the information to back them up. They don't have any of that stuff. And you are engaging with an unscientific idea when you engage with a person who believes that vaccines cause autism, or you engage with a person who thinks that vaccines kill people, right? And that's that. Like, that's what we tell people. That's what we say to lay people. That's what we say to our neighbors, our family members, our friends, people that we meet in the street, people that we meet at organizing, when we go into communities and help them organize and shit like that. That's what we say. It's like debating climate deniers. Yeah. This is it. Like, if you literally like, say, right, okay, yeah, so you don't believe climate change is happening. That's unscientific. The only option is to reject. The only option is to reject. What is the second link? We're already here, chat. We're already here. Right, okay, listen. All right, listen, chat. We've chatted a lot of rubbish about that one bit. I've given you an esoteric thing to think about. That's a good way to set up the stream. We're going to go into the content now and try and get through most of it. What I'll say to you is that if you haven't been watching my streams recently, Thursday is React Day. We're going to do some politics. Obviously, we're going to go through some Kirk posting. That's literally in the stream title. We're going to have a look at some good Green Party stuff in the UK. But then we're going to finish the Landlord Brainrot from last night. And then we're going to watch a video about Tim Treadwell, who is the Grizzly Man guy. Now, I've been live for 50 minutes. There is going to be an ad in 20 minutes, so I'll let you know when the ad happens, but please consider subscribing. It means that you won't be caught by the ad, and you will obviously be supporting me as well. Extremely important to do that. But if you don't want to subscribe on Twitch, you don't have to do that. You can sub off Twitch as well. And that means that 100% of the money that you donate will go to me. Also, I have some bad news for people who are excited for movie night. One, because I felt bad for Sorka, because Sorka requested the movie that we're going to watch for movie night. We were going to watch for movie night. That's how you're finding out. I'm sorry. Tonight, she suggested it, The Big Short, but also because it's my Friday and I've been working all day on various bits and pieces, and I want to just like chill after the stream and play Water Park Simulator. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I probably will stream it in the Discord if people want to hang out and watch me stream Water Park Simulator. You don't have to though. But that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to do what this means, though. It's not all bad news, chat. It's not all bad news. What this means is that next week we could have a double feature movie night, right? If we hit the halfway goal, yeah, in between now and Thursday next week, if we hit the halfway goal of the dono goal, that's the straight donos on the streamlabs.com tip link, yeah, we will be having a double feature movie night. So not only will we be watching The Big Short, but we'll also be watching Akira, which is one of my favorite movies. It's a great movie. It's pretty left-wing in general in its themes and stuff like that. It's got a lot of imagery of Japan and its history of nuclear war and all that kind of business. So that's what we're going to watch for a double feature movie night. If we hit the midway dono goal points, if we get to 200 quid, that is going to be what we watch. So consider that. Please consider subbing off Twitch. Please consider supporting me. And you should just support me really anyway, because it is my full-time job. I'm on the UK benefits system at the minute, and it does top up my money from, if I earn a certain amount of self-employed income, which I do declare, then they do top that up, but also, it's not like a full wage, right? So the more dough that I get on here, the better it is for me. So there's the call to action. Thanks for listening. We're going to take a look at some news in a hot minute. And like I said, I'll let you know when we have the ad. Aslan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Please go and follow Aslan Silver. He is a legend. Go and check him out. He's a great streamer. What else do we have? There's someone else who popped in. Sentient Natalie said hi to you. Ninja Can, how are you? Welcome in. Base Brit was saying something. Debating a fascist suggests fascism is a normal ideology to hold and worthy of arguing for. Right, exactly, yeah. Exactly, that was what I was trying to say earlier. Hello, Monkey Sputum, how are you? Good to see you. Are we at an Archduke moment right now? Don't know. Morton, thank you so much for subbing. Thank you so much. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your remotes. Thank you very much for supporting the stream. What else do we get? What else do we get? Okay, I'm all caught up on the chat. Right, let's take a look at the Kirk posting. All right, what do we got here? First thing that I want to show you. So apparently this is footage straight after the man got shot. After Charlie Kirk was shot and taken from the crime scene, some people started stealing hats.
Yeah. Grab me out. Hey, yo, grab me out.
Let's go up, guys. Come on. Let's go up, guys. I don't know. Let's go. I have no idea. Let's go. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Get the fuck out.
This cop.
Yeah. Grab me out.
All right, there you go. That's the first bit. Hey, Banker with a W, how you doing? All right, so I don't know who this guy is, but this poster is saying this is start to finish the most Conor O'Malley video I have ever seen. Chat, who is this guy? I don't know who he is. I've never seen this guy before. I've never seen him come up on TikTok or anything like that.
Is your boy out on TikTok? There was just a gunshot at Charlie Kirk. We're in Utah. There's a gunfire. This is not a joke. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go.
Wait.
Is your boy out on TikTok? There was just a gunshot at Charlie Kirk. We're in Utah. There's a gunfire. This is not a joke. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Is your boy out on TikTok?
Oh my god, he's like smiling, going, hey, no, what?
This is not a drill. There is a gunfire in Utah. Shots fired here in Utah. This is not a joke. Charlie Kirk, Outer TikTok, Mormon Central, Utah. There was a gun that just fired off here at Charlie Kirk. I am not playing with y'all. Hey, make sure you go to church on Sunday. Read the Book of Mormon.
Chat, you know, I was feeling bad and exploitative for making a video about this and pushing it out today. I was feeling bad and exploitative for doing that. You know, a clip video of me reacting to this news as it was brought to me last night, trying to have like a normal, balanced take, and you know, trying to show an example to people for, you know, to say like, this is what you do when something like this happens, and you know, we shouldn't jump to conclusions, etc., etc. And this is kind of how I think that we should feel about it as leftists. But this is fucked. This is fucked. This is fucked. Like, doing this is like something out of South Park. Like, what is happening? What is going on? For one frame there, he was doing the pointing soy jack meme. He's literally pogging right now. He's literally doing a pog champ. Crazy. He said we're in Utah like 12 times. It's just mad. It's absolutely mad. This guy is a Mormon influencer. He's saying things like, go to church on Sunday.
I'm not playing with y'all. Hey, make sure you go to church on Sunday. Read the Book of Mormon. This is not a drill. I'm not playing with y'all. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Jesus will protect you. Jesus is your savior, bro. I'm not even lying. Make sure you subscribe to Outer TikTok on Instagram.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. There's a video of a girl that was there, that was smiling as she described what happened to the news. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Brush your teeth, wear clean underwear. This is not a drill. Yeah, exactly. All right, so there's that guy, I guess. All right, there's a lot of this. Already, I'm finding this funny, and I've not even watched it. All right, let's play it.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. They just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence? Gosh damn it. Use your freaking words as they're talking.
He's getting lightheaded.
Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving down a Provo right now. I'm so pissed. Damn it.
It can't be real. It must be a joke. I mean, the bit that gives it away, right, is this bit.
I love that guy. He would have been our
that bit. That bit.
Guy. He would have been our next president.
That's too good. That's too good, man. Oh, it might for sure be fake because of the flag and everything. It's crazy. He loves him so much, he's just got a dab. Yeah, he went the same color as his shirt. Camouflage shirt. Hey, Oscar, how are you? People are genuinely saying he would be the next president. I mean, probably not the next one. Probably not the next one. All right, so if you don't know who this is, don't be surprised. This is Nick this is Nick Tenconi. This guy brought his little band of fascists to Manchester multiple times, and the Fash and the police have both been kettled by anti-fascists when this has happened. So this is Nick Tenconi of UKIP, the definitely ready. Pep Guardiola? Are you doing the Stuart Lee bit? Who's that? Pet Gladiola? What's that? Pet Gladiola? Right.
A bullet fired at Charlie Kirk is a bullet fired at all of us.
Oh my god, he's so funny, dude. I can't. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. It's crazy. It's so forced. It's so forced.
A bullet fired at Charlie Kirk is a bullet fired at all of us. There will be no mercy, no diplomacy, no surrender.
Right.
We are under attack. We must defend ourselves. It is time for justice, and war has now been declared.
Give him a fucking Emmy, man. Give this motherfucker an Emmy. Holy shit. Holy shit. Just give him the Oscar. God damn it. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Did he just have a shite? Yeah, he's fucking definitely shiting his pants, probably. Not because he's scared, just because that's who he is. Alright. What's next? What do we got now? Okay, yeah, no, this is something that I wanted to bring up because people were getting a little conspiratorial about, you know, what's happened and shit. And I know that on the stream last night, I was jesting and I was saying that I'm gonna get into a tinfoil hat moment and, you know, start to think about why Bibi Netanyahu was talking about this shit, right? Hitler of our time, doing the genocide of our time, the Holocaust of our time, going, let's hope and pray for Charlie Kirk, and then later on the entire Israeli cabinet, the entire Netanyahu cabinet tweeting and saying, this is what happens when you let the radical left and radical Islam run riot. This is why Israel needs more money. Trump, come on. You know, people were getting a bit conspiratorial about that, and I was jesting about it as well. But Medkits 101, great guy, had him on Red Planet to talk about being a protest medic. Really, really good episode. Please check that out if you haven't already. Hello, Mr. Dan, good to see you. He's saying here, they make off-the-shelf rifles that fold to fit into a backpack. There was minimal security at the event. There were thousands of panicked people running and looking for nothing but the way out. It doesn't take Jason Bourne to escape in that situation without being seen. You could get one of these into a larger than average hiking pack without too much trouble, and it's more than capable of the accuracy or lack thereof in the Kirk shooting, and that's assuming dude didn't just chuck Grandpa's hunting rifle in a duffel and call it good. You know? People talking about 200 yards. Prone 200 yard shot certainly isn't outside the capability of many long gun enthusiasts, right? And that is also true. You know? Because the media was saying it was professional, the police confirmed it was a college-age male, so very unlikely to be a trained pro. It'll just be someone who's been at the range. Like, most people... Like, I had a little look at this last night, and most gun people that I know on Twitter were saying things like this. They were saying, yeah, most people practice at 100-yard range, right? So there you go. That's that, essentially. $182 meters for the civilized people in chat. Oh, ho, 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 ho. All right, this is MAGA social media right now.
This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk. And this video's for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you.
Uh-huh.
We're coming for you. And spare me your fucking cell phone.
Sorry, my internet is shit in the bed because I got too many fucking tabs open.
Just bullshit. Lectures, I don't give a fuck. We're coming for you.
Uh-huh. All right, let's maybe try and have that again with no buffering. Okay, that's not going to happen. Let me just close this. All right, if that's made it a little better.
In regards to Charlie Kirk. And this video's for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you. Oh my god,
why is it buffering like this?
We're coming for you.
Why is that happening? Okay. He's coming right after he buffers. All right, I mean, look, you get the message, right? He's saying, we're coming for you. This is for the liberals, right? This is for the liberals, we're coming for you. Okay. I mean, what? Like, it feels like it's only a matter of time before they shoot someone that they think is the equivalent to this, right? That's just the video. It's just how it's recorded.
This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk. And this video's for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. And spare me your fucking self-righteous bullshit lectures. I don't give a fuck. We're coming for you.
He doesn't sound scared at all, chat. He doesn't sound scared to me. He sounds like he's definitely being super serious about it, and it's definitely real, and he definitely believes in himself. He believes in everything that he's saying. All right, what else do we got? 100 yard is the normal range people shoot standing. Prone is normally around 300 yards, if I remember correctly. There you go, yeah. With a rifle zeroed for 100 yards, making a 200 yard shot is something many people can do train for and can do with good accuracy, yeah. He's LARPing, yeah. My pet theory is that the killer was a QAnon type who got mad at the Epstein stuff, but I have no actual proof of that. A lot of other people have said that, yeah. Yeah. I hate to say it, but left-leaning content creators in the debate brosphere should be taking precautions with these nutters. The debate perverts are not gonna be... They're not gonna be under threat in any way, shape, or form. They've done the fascists a great service. Hey, Ground Level News, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. It's Utah. We all grew up shooting guns in the desert. There you go. There you go. That's probably my concern. Like, this is a false flag so that Kash Patel and the FBI can go after Black Van the left. Whether I'm right or not, they're clearly taking that opportunity. They're going to do it anyway, right? They're just going to do it anyway. And they've already been doing it. They're just going to do it more, right? That's kind of what it is. They've seen people push back against ICE and other disappearances and shit like that, and they're like, right, we need a reason to push back even harder. That's what it feels like to me. And I don't think that means that they planned this shooting of Charlie Kirk. I think that a lot of them were going, yeah! But I actually think it has probably rattled a lot of them as well. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. So what is this? Are they just going to pretend that 2 months ago, a right-wing nutjob didn't murder a Democratic state lawmaker, her husband, and their dog in their home, injured another lawmaker and his wife, and had a kill list of dozens of other left-wing politicians? Yes, they are going to conveniently forget that. You know? I think leftist public figures should try big precautions, but I don't know what they could be unless you got the Secret Services or security detail. How do you deal with someone who can shoot you from 200 yards? I mean, Hassan said it last night, right? Hassan said it last night. Like, bulletproof vest, this bullet hit him in the neck. That wouldn't have stopped that, right? Unless you're going to go out in Kevlar fucking armor everywhere you go. And also, like, have... Like, even security. Security didn't protect him. Security were there. He had like 3 guys. They didn't do anything. They didn't do shit. So there you go. I've been seeing that it entered his chest and exited the neck. I mean, that makes sense as to what I was seeing yesterday, because it looked like it went through his chest. But some people have been saying it went right in his neck. So I don't know. Hard to know, right? And Kirk would have needed a lot of Kevlar to cover that head. That's right, folks. We're here all evening. Yeah, they are gonna conveniently forget the fact that, you know, those Democratic lawmakers were murdered and attempted to be murdered literally 2 months ago, right? What else have we got? Live your life in such a way that Satan himself won't eulogize you when it happens. Here he is, the Hitler of our time, Satan himself. Charlie Kirk was murdered for speaking the truth and defending freedom, a lion-hearted friend of Israel. He fought the lies and stood tall for Judeo-Christian civilization. I spoke to him only 2 weeks ago and invited him to Israel. Sadly, that visit will not take place. I mean, he's just as likely to get killed if he goes to Israel than he was in the United States. Let's be fucking real. Like, are we forgetting that this happened? Are we forgetting that Caitlyn Jenner and all those other fucking liberal losers like Lee fucking what's-his-face went to Israel and like got trapped in a fucking bomb shelter because Israel is an insane it's not a country, it's just like an insane fucking occupying power that is just bombing everyone around it, right? And so, like, who knows, when you go there, they might just, like, have a pop at Iran, and then Iran fucking obliterates them, and you're trapped under the rubble for the rest of your fucking short life, right? You know? So, yeah, there you go. Here's my thoughts on Charlie Kirk's death. Right now, I don't know this guy. I've heard that this guy is a liberal, and apparently Sean the Black has called this guy out before. just before I, like, play this on stream, chat, like, this guy's, like, he's not, like, a kid, right? This guy, like, Dean Withers, do you all know who this is? He's not, like, under 18 or anything. Or, like, to be honest, even if he's under 20, I probably wouldn't want to, like, play this shit. This kid is a debate pervert streamer. He's 20. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one. Okay. Milk's debating Charlie Kirk for content. Right. I think the rise in young sociopaths without an iota of empathy is one of the most terrifying phenomenons about current Western society, says this guy. He also said, I'm not joking when I say these people should have been shot on sight. The staff who allowed this to happen should be sacked immediately. This is beyond the pale and far too serious. About the Palestine actionists who put red paint on a plane. Hey, Chocolate Mints, how are you doing? Welcome in. Please, Benjamin, kowtow to the evangelical Christian Zionist more. It is not like... it has enraged me my whole fucking life. Anyways. Yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright. Nancy Mace's first words to reporters on Charlie Kirk. Let's see what they were.
Own what... I'm going to say this. Democrats own what happened today. I am
damn, she can barely contain her fucking excitement. Look at her fucking face, chat. She's buzzing to be saying this shit.
I'm gonna say this. Democrats own what happened today. I am devastated. My kids have called panicking. All the kids of every conservative in the country called panicking. Just because you speak your mind on an issue doesn't mean you get shot.
Then, by that logic, do Republicans own the shooting of the 2 Democratic lawmakers in Minnesota? Isn't this on both sides?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm asking.
We don't know what condition Charlie Kirk is in right now. Some raging leftist lunatic put a bullet through his neck, and you want to talk about Republicans right now? No.
No, I'm asking.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it was you that brought up the Democrats, lady. It was you that made this political, lady. As far as we know, it could just be a fucking absolute fucking nonsense boy. Like, he could have completely incoherent gibberish politics. He might be a guy who's drank too much Flint, Michigan water, you know? You don't know. We don't know. Everyone is just jumping to the idea that Charlie Kirk was killed because of his ideas. I mean, it's the most likely thing. Like, you know, also it's a bit damning of what they all think of Charlie Kirk, right? That they all immediately jump to the idea of, like, why do you think he was killed for his ideas? Why do you think he was killed for his ideas? What would be so bad about... You agree with his ideas, right? You agree with all the things he said? All the things he said about Jews, all the things he said about trans people, all the things he said about black people, all the things he said about, abortion and vaccines. You think, you agree with all that, right? Right, so why do you think that would get him killed? You know? Hey, One Potato, welcome to the stream. How are you?
You said the Democrats
might be someone whose girlfriend cheated on him with Kirk. Exactly. We literally have no idea at this point.
Is there a problem with political violence?
Hello, the woke gentleman. Maybe the shooter just thought he had bad vibes. You never know. You just don't know.
Democrats own this 100%. And I'm going to say that.
All right. Well, there's Nancy Mace. Who is Nancy Mace? Someone asked. Yeah, she's the U.S. rep of South Carolina. Yeah. Here we go, chat. Fucking brilliant. Fucking absolutely brilliant. I'm so glad that our Prime Minister... If you're a sub chat, you've got the emote. You know what to do. You know what to do. My thoughts this evening are with the loved ones of Charlie Kirk. It is heartbreaking that a young family has been robbed of a father and a husband. We must all be free to debate openly and freely without fear, and there will be no justification for political violence. Except if they're Palestinians, right? Don't do the voice. No one in the UK knew who Charlie Kirk was until yesterday, bro. Like, he wasn't like a political minister. He wasn't like, you know, a person of importance. This is what I was doing yesterday, mate. Just laughing my ass off. I mean, look, you know, we're all here together, right? We're all here together. Yeah, you're sincerely war criminal. Literally a fucking war criminal. You know? He might be the most insincere prat on the planet, and it's because he loves money. He loves money, and he loves Donald Trump because he's terrified. You know? He is terrified. Yeah, exactly. Let's not forget that Kirk said he would let his daughter, well, he would force his daughter to carry a pregnancy, which came from sexual assault, to term, no matter what, because he believes in anti-abortion that much, right? He's been in the UK, though. I've seen videos of him losing debates there. Mr. Dank, nobody know. The vast majority have no fucking Scooby who this guy is. The vast majority of people just do not know who he is. You know. Just because he's been to Cambridge, that whole thing was put on by Cambridge University and Turning Point USA, right? It was an op to make Charlie Kirk look like, you know, think about it. If you are a right-wing propagandist from the USA and you are like, what is going to make me look the smartest to my target audience, right? Going to University of Cambridge from England. They're very clever at the University of Cambridge in England, aren't they? Will they be able to debate Charlie Kirk? No, they won't. No, they won't. He'll own them with facts and logic. Look, I posted about this on Blue Sky. Most people in the UK don't know who he is. Most people in the UK don't have a fucking clue who he was, right? Yes, also he got fucking wrecked at Cambridge, right? Keir Starmer is appealing. Keir Starmer is appealing to a base of fascists, a small base of fascists who utterly, utterly, utterly despise him. They utterly, utterly, utterly despise him. There is no way he's winning votes from reform. It is not going to happen. But he is just obsessed with briefcase, wanker, bullshit politics. And that's why he's saying this. It's actually pathetic. It's actually fucking pathetic. You know? Alright, PBS. See you soon. Tony Blair's my greatest accomplishment, said Thatcher. 40 years later, we're all here recycling that which is in the loo. So, you know, this is who Keir Starmer is trying to appeal to. This is who Keir Starmer is trying to appeal to. This kind of guy. The people who love Tommy Robinson. Stephen Waxy Lemon, yeah?
These wankers have put targets on everyone. Keir Starmer is responsible for the sort of shit that happens there. Because he's put a target on every one of us with his smears and lies for telling the truth. Charlie Kirk told the truth.
Why did Charlie Kirk die? Why did he die, Stephen?
These wankers have put targets on everyone. Keir Starmer is responsible for the sort of shit that happens there. Because he's put a target on every one of us with his smears and lies for telling the truth. Charlie Kirk told the truth.
Just keep doing it, dude. Like, just keep posting, yeah? Just keep posting. Just keep posting, Keith. Just keep posting for the far right. They will definitely start voting for you any day now. Any fucking day, dude. All right, let's hear what Charlie Kirk had to say about to a gay conservative.
I'm a gay conservative, and I just want to ask you, what do you have to say for people like me who kind of feel like, I guess, it's kind of hard for gay conservatives because there's not a lot of us. So, like, what do you have to say to other gay people who need to realize, like, they do have a choice?
Yeah, first of all, welcome to the conservative movement. I don't think you should introduce yourself just based on your sexual attractions.
No, I agree. I like
because that's not who you are.
I like to be thought of as a person, and
for sure, you are a complete human being, and I'm sure you treat people well, and you're studying something. So I want to get away with this idea that you're gay anything. I just think that we have gone a long way in the negative direction in this country, where we act as if the most important part of your identity is what you do in the bedroom. It doesn't mean that much to me, but if you ask from a perspective as a Christian, I don't agree with that lifestyle, but politics is about addition and multiplication. I imagine you agree with a lot of what we talk about.
Politics is about addition and multiplication. Politics is about addition and multiplication, chat.
Absolutely. Right?
That's what it's about.
Wars, strong country, and for that, we welcome you into the conservative movement.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. You know? Let's hear what else he said about him.
Is in Leviticus 18, is that thou shalt lay with another man shall be stoned to death. Just saying.
Just saying.
Miss Rachel, you quote Leviticus 19, love your neighbor as yourself. The chapter before affirms God's perfect law when it comes to sexual matters. Is in Leviticus 18.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. So, he will accept gay conservative men into the movement, but he's just saying that, you know, in the Bible it does say that, you know. Here's some fun stuff. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but we got Eric Michael Garcia here. Investigators found ammunition engraved with transgender and anti-fascist ideology inside the rifle, reportedly used to kill Charlie Kirk. Sources have said. Can we have a look at the article? Should we see what's in this article? A little read. FBI releases photo of the person of interest in Charlie Kirk shooting. The Federal Bureau of Investigation shared images of a person of interest in connection with the investigation into Wednesday's fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk on stage at Utah University. Kirk, 31 years old, was one of the most... Shooter is still at large. FBI is offering an award of up to $100,000 for information related to the shooting. Authorities believe suspect is of college age, but caution that the investigation is in its early stages. A high-powered rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the suspected shooter fled. Investigators say it is unclear how far the suspect might have traveled overnight. An initial internal law enforcement report said that the ammunition was found engraved with transgender and anti-fascist ideology. Yeah. Ideology on bullets, chat. Ideology. Like... What? How many letters are you fitting on like a 7.62 millimeter bullet? How much are you... like, you know, talk it through me. I don't know guns. I'm a Brit, yeah. I don't know, but like, high power rifle, what is it going to be? Like a .50 cal at the biggest? Maybe not, because that's like what, like a sniper rifle? I'm just know, like, from Fallout and playing, like, gun games on the fucking, you know, 7 Days to Die and shit, right? I saw fascists cutting out that line at the end. You have to put your ideology somewhere. Yeah. Wouldn't it be a 50 cal? A 50 cal would have shattered him? I mean, it doesn't look big enough for that, right? If it's a 7.62, a .308 or a .5.56, right? That's like, what is that? Half a fucking centimeter? What words are you getting on there, man? Fuck TERFs? Fuck fascists? I don't know. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? A 50 cal hitting you deletes what it hit. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, anyway. Go. Investigators found ammunition engraved with transgender... Yeah. Hey, Ezron, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, this is the whole thing, right? He wasn't a statesman or anything. It's really okay for Irish politicians to withhold comment. You know? You don't need to fucking say shit if you're Keir Starmer or the Tanesh or I can't remember how you say it. Taoiseach Shack? I can't remember. It was 30.06 ammunition. Gotcha. Sorry, ground level news. It's about 6 centimeters long. 6 centimeters. That's not that. That's not that fucking long, right? You're not writing a fucking essay on there, right? You know? You could write some stuff on it, I guess. I guess you could. I guess you could. They're backing off the engraving story. Let's take a look at that. I trust you. A senior law enforcement official with direct knowledge in the investigation cautioned that the report had not been verified by ATF. Analysis did not match other summaries of the evidence and might turn out to have been misread or misinterpreted. In fast-moving investigations, such status reports are not made public because they often contain a mixture of accurate and inaccurate information. What does your shirt say? It says, listen, dude, do you think I was stupid? I can see that you created your account today. Obviously, you're the same two fucking guys from yesterday. Get a life, dude. I told you to get a life yesterday. Any more while we're at it? Any more while we're at it? Baptized in battery acid. Hi, Dad. Any more while we're at it? Any more want to give it a go? You motherfuckers really think I'm stupid, eh? Come on, man. Come on, man. Grow up. Okay. All right, you're just someone who popped in, even though you said hi, Dad. Yeah. That's what you say. That's your story. Baptized in battery acid. Yeah. You're just someone who came in and said hi, Dad. This is innocent. You want to engage in the stream. You want to engage in the content in a normal way. Is that what you're saying? Got here for the first time? No worries. That's fine then. That's fine. Just been getting a couple of trolls. That's all. Okay. T-shirt. That's it. T-shirt. T-shirt. Yeah. As usual, those things are always in a mission because writing shit on bullets is a thing right-wing fucks do. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Someone called in some sort of threat to my uni today. Oh my god, Mr. Dank. What the fuck? That sucks. In this essay, I will... On this bullet, I will write. All right, thanks for that ground level news. Appreciate you. Okay. Yo, Realan, with the gifted sub to Sentient Natalie. Thank you so much for subbing. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your emotes, Natalie. Excuse me. Okay. All right, this is where we're up to. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened here then. Guess man got blocked. Yeah, this is really cool shit. This is really, really, really cool, normal shit. Apparently, this person is a lawmaker in New Zealand. Like, this is a politician in New Zealand. And Hikiko Moriane Grande was saying, I can't get over this genuinely incredible tweet admitting you value a particularly niche online type of Nazi groiper culture this much. The average person in New Zealand does not know who Charlie Kirk is. And this is apparently another... She's not a lawmaker. Who is she? Middle-earth Marxist? You would know. She just like a fash influencer in... She's just a far-right nutjob. Je suis Charlie. She said, Je suis Charlie. Oh, that's great. Reading an article about the recovered rifle. It doesn't mention the supposed transgender and anti-fascist writing. It just that it was a 3006 hunting rifle. Right, okay. There you go. So there you go, chat. You know, they were already... The Wall Street Journal were already trying to stir up more stochastic terrorism. Because you know what's good for business, chat? You know what's good for journalism? especially right-wing journalists. People getting killed, people getting shot. Nightmare, horrible shit. It's good for business. Charlie Kirk would have happily supported the dismantling of the country you're claiming to lead and strengthen, Mark Carney. You should have no words of sympathy for fascists who would gladly see your country destroyed. Here we go. I'm appalled by the murder of Charlie Kirk. This is the great Prime Minister of Canada. There is no justification. I've never heard Mark Carney speak, but let's take the piss. You want to come in for a bit of content, don't you? You know what I mean? I'm appalled by the murder of Charlie Kirk, eh? There's no justification for political violence, and every act of it threatens democracy, eh? My thoughts and prayers are with his family, friends, and loved ones. Hoser. Take off, you hoser. It's just normal that every statesman all over the world is like, oh, I loved Charlie Kirk. They're saying it like right out loud, right? No. It does mean, okay, so if everyone didn't get the Je suis Charlie thing, yes, it does mean I am Charlie. It's referencing the Charlie Hebdo shooting. So Charlie Hebdo, which is a far-right, disgusting, nationalist newspaper, got targeted by people. I don't know if... I think they were like extremist Islamic jihadists. Muslim jihadists. I don't know if Islamic jihadist is the right way to word it, but like literally affiliated with ISIS. So we're talking like psycho-fascist, actual terrorists. And they shot the shit out of Charlie Hebdo. They did a cartoon of Muhammad. That's right. That's what they did. They did a cartoon of Muhammad. And loads of statesmen all over the world got together and had t-shirts on saying Je suis Charlie and all this shit. Yeah. So she's trying to be like, yeah, remember Charlie Hebdo? Right? Someone said that recently they've heard Tucker Carlson say that Hamas isn't an extremist group, but the fact that people are trying to turn to an actual white nationalist for anti-Israel commentary is proof of how much the Democrats have failed to address anything adequately about the genocide in Gaza. Sir, I've been back for 2 months. I've been covering all of that. Don't you worry. I've been covering all of that. They tried to hold a minute of silence in the EU Parliament. It's annoying. Oh my god, what the fuck? Hey, Walada, how are you doing? That's what Charlie Hebdo is? I thought it was a French version of The Onion. Me and Sophie went to France, to the ZAD, as we've mentioned, in February, and we saw a copy of Charlie Hebdo, and we were like, oh, right. That's why that happened. That's why that happened. In September 2012, the newspaper published a series of satirical cartoons of Muhammad. One cartoon depicted Muhammad as a nude man on all fours with a star covering his anus. Another shows Muhammad bending over naked and begging to be admired. Right. Yeah. Yeah, they're sick, right-wing, piece of shit hacks. And it's embarrassing shit. Charlie Hebdo suck, honestly. Owen Jones here. Talking about this tweet from Matt Forney. Charlie Kirk being assassinated is the American Reichstag fire. That's crazy that you would say that like that. It is time for a complete crackdown on the left. Every Democratic politician must be arrested and the party banned under RICO. Every lib commentator must be shut down. Stochastic terrorism. They caused this. This is just Nazi shit. I don't know who Matt Forney is, but this is just Nazi shit. They're saying it out loud. They're like, I am a Nazi. This is the Reichstag fire. This is our Reichstag fire. You know? Cool, man. Yeah, they're not afraid anymore, right? They're just not afraid anymore. They're like, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is who we are. Donald Trump took to Twitter on the real Donald Trump account. This is not something he does often, to talk about what happened to Charlie. So here we go, chat. 4-minute clip. I'm told that there is something a little weird about this video. I don't know what it could possibly be. Let's see if we can figure it out together.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of.
So he goes on like this for a bit. But we are 1 minute 50 in, and I've not really been counting that much, but I've only seen him blink once. Just look at his eyes, chat. Just watch his eyes.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.
2.
Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror.
3.
Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States.
That was a big pause. 4.
He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom.
5.
And there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth.
6.
Charlie was also a man of deep, deep
7.
faith. And we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven.
8.
Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over.
It's taking a long time to blink there for an old guy, ain't he, chat? Also, let's take a look at this bit where he moves his hands.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with
keep an eye on his hands.
Heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot.
That's normal, isn't it, when his hands did that? Should we just take a little look at that again?
Are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot.
Uh-huh. It's really normal to just not move your, It's really normal to just, like, not move your entire forearms, right? When you move your hands, you know? I don't know. I think that it's obviously deep fake. I think that that's clearly what it is. Now, the skeptics amongst you will be like, why would he do that, Mule? Mule, why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Maybe it just looks like this. Well, maybe it just looks like this. Let's take a look at this, chat. So this is Trump talking today. Let's have a little listen to the way he's speaking.
To announce that I will soon be awarding Charlie Kirk posthumously the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The date of the ceremony will be announced, and I can only guarantee you one thing, that we will have a very big crowd. Very, very big.
Yeah, he's not that zesty, is he? He's not that zesty. Oh man. Oh, chat.
Hilda E. Taylor.
Chat, what's
Colonel Kip P. Taylor, United States Army.
Chat, what's
Leonard E. Taylor.
Sir.
Sandra C. Taylor.
That's crazy. That's crazy he's looking like that. That's crazy he's looking like... That's crazy he's looking like he had a stroke last night. But he was on this video. He looks so healthy, chat. There's no way he could have had a stroke last night, right? There's no way. There's no way. I don't think it happened, chat. I don't know about you, but I don't think it happened. All right, we've seen some absolutely... Oh, I shouldn't be showing this. I've just realized I absolutely shouldn't be showing this. That is a screenshot of a comrade on Twitter getting a whole bunch of death threats. A whole bunch of death threats. Didn't even do anything. Didn't even say anything. So there you go. All right. Hello, Mort. How are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. No ad-libbing. Very Trump. Yeah. Kayfabe. Professional wrestling. P.T. Barnum. There's so much to explain this. Link upon request. Wait, what? What are you saying, Husker? There's so much to explain what? What? The AI? The fucking obvious deepfake guy of Trump? Oh, come on. It's so obviously deepfake. It might not be 100% AI. It may be deepfake. I believe it's deepfake. But yeah, sure. Hit me up with a link, Husker. Whatever you fancy. Anyway, I think he had a stroke. I think that what people have been saying about him last weekend, he's not dead. He's not dying. I think that he was given a warning. I have a video for you if you'd like about this all being pageantry. Is it like a video essay or is it like a clip? Because I probably won't be watching a video essay because we already got stuff to watch tonight. But I'll watch it in my spare time, maybe, possibly. Even the voice was much quicker and less slurry than he's been in a while. Right, you know, I mean, it just kind of makes sense that they would do that, right? It just kind of makes sense. He's had obviously like some kind of a health warning, and he was gone for 3 days a couple of weeks ago. That's about the right time for a TIA recovery, which is a mini stroke, transient ischemic attack, which it's completely normal for men of Trump's age and diet, particularly, to have that kind of a thing happen. You know, this is a guy who has well done steaks with ketchup and loves McDonald's, you know? He's not eating his veg. He's not drinking his water, chat. You know what I mean? It's an essay, but it's worth your time. Josie is a stubborn anti-Zionist Jew. Oh, you sent me this a while ago, yeah. All right, so this isn't actually about... Okay, this isn't actually about it, like, not being AI or whatever. Okay, all right. Anyway, makes absolute sense that they would do that. Look at him, his first term when he had AIDS using spray on hair and boot polish to cover his grays. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He looks ill, and I think he's ill. And I think that it makes sense to me that after the video that we saw yesterday when Trump was in a restaurant in DC and he was confronted by some activists and he had his back up against the wall like that. And then the next bit of news he hears is that Charlie Kirk has been shot through the chest. And Trump is not the kind of guy that a lot of people in America like. He's got a very low approval rating. And despite the fact that there is going to be kayfabe, there is going to be a bunch of shit. And I agree with all that. Like, I don't think any of that is fake, but I do think he is going to know some stuff. I think he is going to know his approval rating. I think he is going to know that the things he's doing are unpopular and are making him a lot of enemies. And I think he shot himself and he might have had a stroke. He might have had a full-on stroke. But that's just my speculation and it might not be true and it's kind of pointless thinking about it and we should just think about organizing and getting outside and doing stuff, right? Because that's the most important thing. Anyway, speaking about things that aren't important, here's Rabbi Shmuley Israel's greatest defender. So good that Israel were like, please stop defending us, Rabbi Shmuley. You're fucking weird and you're making everybody think that we're insane.
Thank God I was involved in bringing Turning Point closer to Israel. I spoke for Turning Point so many times.
I bet you did.
Introduced Charlie to many pro-Israel supporters, benefactors. This is such a tragedy, his shooting. And I want to tell you.
You know what Charlie Kirk said about the Jews? And, you know, not about Israel. Do you want to know what Charlie Kirk said about Jewish people? He said that there is Jewish money all over Hollywood and they control it, and they also control the deep state. So here you have Rabbi Shmuley, who has said the most depraved, evil shit, claiming that anyone who criticizes Israel for doing a genocide in real time in front of all of our eyes is anti-Semitic. Here he is saying, I love Charlie Kirk. What a great guy. This guy is saying that Charlie Kirk, the guy who said literal anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, was a great guy. He was a great guy. He did a lot of work for Israel. And that's why Israel doesn't want this guy to speak for them anymore. Although, to be fair, Benjamin Netanyahu tweeted about him. So, I don't know. Like, none of them are thinking about any of that. They don't care. It's gone beyond it, right? He said we're engaged in a conspiracy to replace white people and racialized people with racialized people. Yeah, absolutely. He said all that shit. He did all the white genocide shit, all of that stuff. You know? For real, Husker. Like, this time, for real, a capo bastard, right? You know, not for me to say, obviously, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but, you know, that's your words, as an anti-Zionist due to a fascist Zionist. Anyway, okay, so, it's only a conflict if you don't know that Zionism is also anti-Semitic and benefits from sentiments like Kirk's. No, of course, absolutely. I'm being very glib and sarcastic tonight.
As we pray for he's 31 years old, and he's a father and a husband.
Yeah, Israel loves actual anti-Semites, yeah.
Jewish people in Israel. As we pray for his complete recovery in his life, and we should all be praying, I have to say I'm not in any way surprised or shocked. The culture of demonization, especially of pro-Israel activists, and he's so pro-Israel on campus, it's become lethal. And I live with lethal threats every day of my life, and it shocks my wife and my children and all the people around me. And it's become sick. And you'll say to me, okay, but the guy who shot him, we don't know why. Yeah, we don't. But we do know that it's the pro-Israel activism and activists who get the most threats. And from these disgusting anti-Semitic sickos. Yes, it's also demonization of conservative activists and MAGA and all that, of course. But Israel is the top of that list.
Uh-huh.
And remember, like even with President Trump, the number one country trying to assassinate him is Iran. Not because of trans stuff or anything, but because...
Here we go. Not because of trans stuff. That's interesting that, the only place that you could be queer, you know what they do to you in Gaza if you were trans. That's weird that he's mentioning trans stuff.
Because of Trump's incredible support for Israel and how he took out Qasem Soleimani.
Interesting.
Charlie Kirk, and all of you should pray. My show's going to be dedicated to him today and his recovery. Watch it soon, God willing.
So after this, not long after this, oh no, this was the same. This was the same thing. This was literally in the same tweet. I have spoken for my friend many times. I'm in shock and praying for his recovery. Help protect Rabbi Shmuley.
Hi everyone.
Should we find out how much money he's risen for himself off the death of his best friend? Can we have a look? Well, how much he wants to raise. Well, he wants to raise 500,000 and he's raised 756. $756. Great work, dude. It was worth it, right? It was worth it, wasn't it, Shmuley? Yeah, man. Yeah, cool. All right. What else do we got? Rabbi Dildo so shocked about Charlie Kirk's assassination, he made a GoFundMe for himself. Yeah, normal stuff. All right, we got a little video from Fox here. Charlie Kirk shooting. FBI releases photos of person of interest. Live now from Fox. Let's see what he's saying.
2 of the photos that the FBI Salt Lake City just released. They say we're asking for the public's help identifying this person of interest in connection with the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. So the FBI just releasing moments ago photos of who they're calling a person of interest in Charlie Kirk's murder. You can see both of those different angles of this person of interest right here. We were hearing initially that the person of interest they were looking for was wearing all black, and now we can see from these photos this person of interest wearing a black hat, a baseball cap, with their eyes shielded with dark sunglasses. And
this guy looks like every white man in Utah. How will they find him? I mean, they'll just pick one, right? They'll just pick one. They need a patsy for shit like this.
Dark attire right here. So they're asking for the public's help in identifying this person of interest. They're asking anyone to call 1-800-CALL-FBI. This as they continue their search for the person who assassinated Charlie Kirk yesterday as he was speaking at Utah Valley University. And we continue to get more information. This just in, though, as the FBI...
Did I say hi to Ingo Bar? Did I say that was a good chat message? Ingo Bar? Good one.
Has released these 2 photos, and it does appear that these are surveillance...
Yeah, big-ass American flag on his fucking t-shirt the day that he shot a guy. The day that he shot a guy that he doesn't like. I'm so sure that this guy is a leftist.
Photos of a person of interest in Charlie Kirk's murder. I also wanted to share this. This is just an additional post that they were sharing via the social media platform X, saying we are asking for...
I mean, a person of interest is not necessarily a suspect. Like, a person of interest might just be a witness, right? Am I right about that? Am I right about that?
For the public's help identifying this person of interest in connection with the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk.
Hey, thanks for the lurk, Sid. I appreciate it.
Now, earlier, we were also hearing additional information from Fox News indicating that sources are telling Fox News messages were found...
Chat, this is crazy. Who? Who's been telling Fox News? Sources. Fucking sources. Sources.
Written on the gun and ammunition used in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We were hearing from the FBI earlier this morning with additional information.
How can they have found messages if they don't know who he is? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's just good. Just say anything. Just say whatever you like.
Action
whatever you want, man.
They say was connected with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I also wanted to share
many
this
people
live
are saying
this is, from the
he wrote on the gun.
The university right here. This is.
He said, "I can't wait for Sharia law with Mem Danny in New York." That's what he wrote on his bullets.
The scene where all of this unfolded yesterday. So new information today coming from the FBI is that a rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. The FBI laboratory right now analyzing that weapon. Investigators also collecting footwear, impressions, a palm print, and 4...
The only valid source here would be cops or FBI or something which wouldn't need to be protected, so it's bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
As of this hour, they have received more than 130 tips, and now they're asking for the public's help.
130 tips? Are they... people fucking with them? Or is everybody just on, like, psycho alert mode? I reckon 50% of those guys are gonna be like in, I don't know, northern Montana or somewhere. And they're saying shit like, you know, I saw him in my backyard, brother. I saw him running around. He was a transgender communist. I saw him running around. He had an AR-15. He was saying, I fucking hate Charlie Kirk. I think he's a pedophile. And it was like 5 minutes after he got shot.
Here's the guy that's been fucking my wife. My neighbor and I have been in a we've been in a dispute over property lines, and he put a pig in a mask through my Darmine doggy door. I thought there was monsters on the world.
Finding the person of interest, they say.
Melpet's like yelling at me. He's like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Right here of these surveillance photos, as you can see. Two different
I saw Freebo
so
again.
If you do know this person, you are asked to call.
I went down to the Piggly Wiggly.
At
There's a man wearing sunglasses looking weird.
Now, the FBI did give an update that was about 12 minutes in length earlier today, and we're going to continue to monitor as they do share more information on perhaps an hourly basis, and we perhaps might be hearing a little bit more from them later on today. We're going to be bringing you all of these updates as they happen, as we are anticipating perhaps more information.
Yeah, looks like an ICE agent. We should probably report him just in case, right? Here's Hassan reacted to Charlie being shot. Obviously, this like happened at the time that I was live, so I couldn't see this myself, but let's take a look.
There's a closer footage of Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck here as well, where you can oh, he's dead. Oh my God, he's definitely dead. Oh my God, I can't believe I just saw that. Oh,
I mean, that was pretty much the same reaction that everyone had, right?
Oh my God. Oh, he definitely got shot in the neck. Oh my God. Oh, fuck.
This was pretty much, I think that just most people have this reaction, right?
Footage of Charlie Kirk getting...
Like, most people have the reaction, someone dropped into my stream, I think it was that dude Zoo, and said, yo, here's Charlie Kirk getting shot. And I watched it, and I was with mouth open, just staring, going, what the fuck? What the fuck? He is dead. Right? Saw this before coming to your stream, Rob raided him. Yeah. Oh no, Husker, it's too late. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I saw it I saw it as it dropped, I think. Yeah, crazy shit. Just absolutely crazy shit. I'm feeling a bit ill thinking about it, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's like, it's obviously not, I don't feel the same way as I do about when I see, like, you know, I've seen kids in Gaza with their fucking brains blown out and shit, and you know, obviously I have like a deep level of empathy for that, but it still makes you feel sick, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, when you see it, you're like, yeah, he is dead. You should do an entire stream in the Hillbilly Hick voice. This is peak cinema. I would probably lose my voice for like 10 days after that. It was very difficult to do that voice. This is great. This is great. This music is not my style. This music is not my style. And he's referring to hip hop. Should have listened. Should have listened. Oh yeah. That's some good posting. That's some good posting, chat. Oh, holy Toledo. Let's hear the big man talk about this. The real person who I hope is resting in power right now.
Well, I said the same thing that everybody says, that his assassination was the result of the climate of hate. But only I said the chickens came home to roost, and which means the same thing. Well, I said
he was right, and he should say it. All right. Let's have a look at some more posting. Some people are really posting today. Libs of TikTok, this is war. Let's open this in a new tab. This is a lot. This is a lot to look at. This is war. Trump issues a statement after Kirk's death, blaming the rhetoric of the radical left. Elon Musk, the left is the party of murder. Sean Davis, the Democrat Party is a domestic terrorist organization whose most fanatics will not hesitate to murder their political opponents. This was not a one-off event. They've declared war. Joey Manorino, the Democrat Party must be classified a domestic terror organization. The members and leaders treated accordingly. Charlie Kirk getting shot in the head, heard around the country. I'm ready for civil war. Brian Eastwood, whoever that is. You want to fight, you're going to get it. We don't even know who he is yet. Remember this, chat. We don't even know who he is yet. We don't even know who this guy was. There's no going back after this. There's no more words to be said. The only way this ends is a complete annihilation of the Democratic Party. Hey, Theo. How you doing? Can you imagine thinking this about fucking dork-ass Democrats? Yeah, I know. It's so embarrassing. It's genuinely so embarrassing. Charlie Kirk being assassinated is the American Reichstag fire. We saw that earlier. Jerry Memes, whoever that is. Charlie Kirk has been shot. Enough is enough. Democrats need to be labeled a terrorist organization. Laura Loomer, it's time for the Trump administration to shut down, defund, and prosecute every single leftist organization. Charlie Kirk dies from his injuries. His life cannot be in vain. Must shut these lunatic leftists down once and for all. Patrick Casey, it's time to bring the hammer down on the left. John Davis, again, tweeting again. Just keep posting, bro. It'll make you feel better. When Democrats lose elections, they couldn't steal. They murder the people they were unable to defeat. Nikki McCann Ramirez, Fox host Jesse Water. I don't think Nikki McCann Ramirez is leftist, to be honest. I think that she's just quoting it. Oh, no. She's not a leftist. She's definitely a fascist. They're at war with us, whether we want to accept it or not. They're at war with us. What are we going to do about it? Oh, maybe she's not. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. This person is just quoting. I don't know if this person is a fash. I think that they're just quoting this person, right? They're just quoting Jesse Watters. Elon here. If they won't leave us in peace, then our choice is to fight or die. This guy will do no fighting, by the way. This guy will do exactly zero fighting. Elon Musk, if there is a civil war that he wants to happen, he will do exactly zero fighting. Yeah, they want to turn the US into a one-party system. Of course they do. Absolutely. All right. There you go. What else do we got here? Meanwhile, while all this is happening, 7 hours ago, another morning of bona fide ice sightings around Chicagoland and the suburbs. Their activity will only increase from here. Simultaneously, the national media mourns a dead fascist. As expected, they aren't going deep into the city proper at the moment and are crawling through the suburbs, including Elmhurst, potentially Evanston, Des Plaines. Seeing an arrest right now out of Elgin again yesterday as well. Just remember, chat, all the while people are talking about this, the state is still disappearing people as it has been doing for the last 9 months. Yeah? All the hand-wringing that people are doing, going, oh my god, this is going to get so much worse, is kind of true. But let's not be under any illusion that this hasn't been happening already. Right? We're talking about Trump maybe having a stroke, and I just saw a Twitter post, and it's like, holy shit, he might have had a big one. That's what I think. The only fighting Elon ever does is against his ketamine room bladder. Yeah, it's true. Obviously, I got friends who've had to have their bladder removed from ketamine. It's not nice, but fuck Elon Musk. Here we go. Asmongold. Anyone surprised at what happened to Charlie Kirk hasn't been paying attention. Go anywhere, Reddit, Twitter, etc., and you'll find thousands of unhinged direct calls to violence over politics. Until it's addressed for what it is, things like this will continue to happen. Fucking ass mold. Fucking ass mold, man. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Right, chat, listen. I am going to run to the bathroom real quick and run an ad break. If you want to miss those ads, please consider subscribing. This is my full-time job at the minute. We've got a sub goal to hit this month. We're nearly there. It's at 52 out of 80. If you want to help me get to that sub goal, please consider doing it. And also, you can sub off Twitch. If you can't afford to sub off Twitch, don't worry about it, because there's loads of free ways that you can support me. Like, you can go to the new video that is pinned at the top of the chat, but I'm going to copy and paste it and put it in the chat anyway. It's about Charlie Kirk, and you can go and watch that in your free time, or you can watch a bit of it while I go to the toilet, etc., 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 etc. I appreciate what everyone's saying. You look too well washed to do a proper Asmongold impression. Yes, you're right. Thank you. I do look better than him. Needs more cockroaches. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't live in shit, so you know, and you know, I'm not like the cleanest guy. Anyway, never mind. Okay, so. Please consider supporting me. I have loads of socials that you could go on. I have a YouTube channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. I got a VOD channel you can go and watch. If you like and comment, just press all the 3 buttons on any of those socials, and that will help me. What you can also do is you can't go to the Go Live post because I have not done it correctly. I knew there was something that I hadn't done right. Well, anyway, listen. I will be back. I'm going to run an ad. I won't be too long. I'll probably be back after the ad is done. So I'll put the tunes up as well, just for the subs. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. You want me to delete your last message? You got it, Willida. You got it. Alright. Okay, we are at the good news section. Yeah? We got some good, interesting news happening. Do you post green propaganda? Have you got green propaganda? Yes, I have. Beast Brit with the sub. Thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you post green propaganda? Have you green propaganda? When will you green propaganda? I can't do his laugh, but you know what I mean. Alright, here we go. The Green Party, they're popping off. It's great stuff. It's great news. What's that? When you get an eco-socialist guy in the Green Party, it starts to get everyone really excited, and they all join your party and shit. And yeah. That rocks, and it's really cool. So, Zach Polanski brought out a podcast, which is the most base thing to do. We spoke about it a couple of days ago, just very briefly. What do you do when the media is attacking you straight away? When you get elected Green Party leader and they start saying things like you hypnotize women to make the breasts big? You make your own media platform. That's what you do, gang. You make your own media platform. Yeah? So he's done a podcast, trending at number 4 on Spotify UK today, and comfortably sitting at number 3 on the UK news charts. That's crazy. Yeah? That is fucking crazy. This came out like, what? Last week? Last week? Thursday last week, maybe? You know? He also has a YouTube channel with the same name. You better believe we're going to watch some of that. You know? You better believe we're going to be watching some of that in the future. So, permission's supposed to link the purge on Kirk commentary has begun. People are getting fired or disappeared. What? Okay, yeah, but you could do it. You got a sub, Husker, so you could do it. I'm a Green Party facilitator. Good for you. Good for you, Morton. Alright, look. This is great news. Zach Polanski is also out here doing stuff like going to Mayor's Question Time and debating Sadiq Khan, right? Kirk Purge, be careful what y'all say. What is this?
A standard ballistic missile uses a 2-stage or a 3-stage solid fuel rocket for its propulsion system. Besides
The purge has apparently begun.
maintaining the solid rocket fuel and readying the missile for launch.
Ole Miss employee fired over social media post on Charlie Kirk's death. Oh, okay. This is people who are... Right, okay. Yeah, chat, if you're employed... You got to be careful what you post. I told you this yesterday anyway. I definitely told you this yesterday. This is a good thing. We'll go through this in a hot minute. We're just talking about Zach Polanski for now. But thanks for the info. Appreciate that. But, you know, my advice from yesterday still remains the same. If you're in America, at the very least, please be careful what you post. Don't make any daft decisions for yourself. Look after yourself, yeah? That's the most important thing. Okay, so here we are. Zach Polanski at Mayor's Question Time. Pushing Sadiq Khan.
I noticed that, and I agree with much of what you said. You deliberately didn't use the word genocide. Do you recognize the International Court of Justice as the highest
This is great, dude.
authority in court in the world that is saying this is a genocide?
I think it's very important, particularly when you're the leader of a political party, not to mislead. That's not what the court said. They said plausible genocide.
It's also important as the leader of a political party to notice when someone's going down the line of principles. So if it's a plausible genocide, and we have the president of the country in this country who is committing a plausible genocide, should he be arrested?
I think the Prime Minister is the person where there's been a discussion.
You fucking servile piece of shit. You servile dog. You know? People out here like, oh, Sadiq Khan is so woke, he's ruined London. Not woke enough, bro. Not woke enough.
About arrests of the Prime Minister, he'll be aware that the President of Israel is at a ceremonial position rather than
worm behavior.
Prime Minister of Israel.
The International Court of Justice have cited statements made by Herzog as plausible evidence of Israelis.
Oh, he's prepared, let's go!
Would you agree with that?
That's what the judgment says. They're talking about Israel rather than the President of Israel.
No. No, dude. They specifically quote the fucking president of Israel.
Well aware in terms of the way the government in Israel works. The prime minister who has the power rather than the president.
Why are you protecting the president?
I mean, this is what brings politics into battle. We all know.
What? This is what brings politics in.
Why are you protecting the president?
I mean, this is what brings politics into battle. We all know the member wants a clip for his social media, which is great bait and provides clicks. These are serious issues.
Oh, dude, you are looking so bad. You are looking so bad. He's trying the debate. He's literally trying the debate pervert defense. This is crazy, man. This is the Labour mayor of London going with the debate pervert defense. You're trying to clip me out of context. He's saying to Zach Polanski, who is like, do you believe that Israel is committing a genocide based on what the International Criminal Court says? And he tries to be smart and goes, actually, that's not what they said. It's a plausible genocide. And Zach Polanski's like, yeah, but we could be principled about this. We're politicians. And then he completely fucking flounders. And is like, oh, you're just trying to clip chimp me, bro. You're just trying to clip chimp me, bro.
The issue couldn't be more serious, and social media is a means to communicate with people who are really concerned that the mayor of London seems to be protecting a prime minister that isn't arresting the president of Israel.
Oh, he is so good. He's so good, chat. What the fuck? He's so good. Chat, it's actually crazy how good he is. It's actually crazy.
Here we go again. Peroration comes. That was a peroration, by the way, where the member is using Mayor's question time to raise points. He wants to raise the leader of the Green Party.
I do think you're cheapening the discourse that we're having here, because this isn't about making cheap political points. It's about standing up for.
How is anyone going to see Zach Polanski as the bad guy here? Sadiq Khan, you are on a sinking ship, bro. Zach Polanski is throwing you a fucking rope. Zach Polanski is throwing you a fucking rope. All you have to say right now to save yourself, like, so what, dude? The Labour Party says, right, we're going to select a new mayoral candidate next year. Sadiq Khan has to be an independent mayor for the rest of his term. So what? Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You know? He's throwing you a rope. All you have to say is, you know what? You made me think about it in a different way. Let's talk about this later. And even then, you can worm your way out of it. But really what you should do is you should sit with Zach Polanski and go, you know what? Maybe you're right. What do we do about this? You've got control of the fucking police, dog. Get him to arrest him.
For the Palestinians, my hope is the mayor of London, you would also stand up for the communities who are really concerned about it.
Well, I think what we're seeing is an example of the Greens trying to use the fora of Mayor's question time to raise really important issues in a trivial way.
6 minutes of words and the mayor won't acknowledge it's a genocide. Thank you, Chair.
That was a
6 minutes of words and the mayor won't acknowledge it's a genocide. Thank you, Chair.
That was a soundbite. That was what the soundbite. That's what was been after for the last 6 minutes.
Bro, we can all see that you are worming your way out of this shit.
Yes, sixth form politics in Mayor's question time.
Sixth form politics. That's what they're going for. That's their new line. Adnan Hussein did it the other day. The transphobic piece of shit in your party, who's the secretary of your party. Zara Sultana said there will be no place for transphobia and bigotry in your party. And he said that Zara Sultana was doing student politics. He deleted that tweet, by the way. Hopefully because he got fucking slapped down. But that remains to be seen. But this is the line that people who have shit views are going for now when it comes to actual progressive policies that everybody wants. Not just students, everybody wants.
Notice that.
Crazy, man. But great performance from Zach there, you know? All right. Let's see another good performance from Zach. This is a 2-minute clip about debate. A 2-minute clip about immigration on Sky News. Let's take a look at this.
I thought it was grim. and depressing and pretty much indicative of a state of political conversation in this country. I actually thought the audience did a much better job than the politicians, because the one thing that was really missing from that debate was the truth. And I'll tell you what that is. Immigration is good for this country. We have an aging population. We have 150,000 vacancies in our National Health Service. And ultimately, we need to make sure that we're training British workers, yes, but also if we want to keep our healthcare system working, our care system, and so many other industries, we need to make sure that we're accepting people here. The average migrant worker puts £78,000 on average a year into the system than they take out. Why can't a politician from another party just say that?
Yeah, Mr. Polanski, I think it's fair to say that all political parties represented on stage tonight did agree that, migration could be good, and they did outline the positives.
I don't know if that's true.
The problems for them and the audience was the numbers, the backlog, the number of small boats crossings, the number of asylum seekers still in hotels.
This is fucking insane. She's literally saying everyone said that migration could be good, but a lot of people also said that migration could be bad. Like, what is your point?
And as was reflected by the audience and the panel tonight, was that the system is broken in terms of processing these asylum claims. What would the Greens do that would be different? How would you fix this problem?
Well, if I'd been in the debate tonight, I would have been able to say that small boat crossings are just 5% of overall migration. They're important to get right because these are people often fleeing their lives, but 95% of the rest of migration rarely gets talked about. In that debate, was 5% of the conversation about small boats? No, it dominated the debate. The way to stop the small boats today is quite simple. It's to offer safe and legal routes, because actually this is a manufactured crisis. The only reason people are on small boats is because Conservative government in 2016, 2017, and now continued by a Labour government, decided to go for performative cruelty, to delay asylum processing claims. It's important to point out that most asylum-seeking claims, over 80%, actually get approved. Those people have a valid and legitimate reason to be here. And all we're doing by putting them in hotels or delaying the processing is making it look more of a crisis, or a crisis at all, as opposed to dealing with people with common humanity and dignity and recognizing the problems in this country are problems of...
She's desperate to cut him off because he's saying the most fucking normal shit in the entire world. Sky News presenter, fucking producer in her ear, saying shit like, nah, you can't let him say this stuff. You gotta cut him off in some way. Come on, find a way, find a way, find a way, find a way. And she's going, like, she's got this fucking guy parrot in her fucking ear. And all the while, Zach Polanski is saying normal-based stuff.
Austerity, 14 years of Conservative government and now a Labour government that refused to tax multimillionaires and billionaires just a small amount.
Okay, there we go, chat. We got through the news. We got through the news. We got through the Kirk posting. We got through the news. I guess let's take a little look at this list that Husker gave us. I think it's important to take a little look at this. I'm going to zoom out a little bit just so we can actually see just how many of this, how many people have been sort of like sacked so far. The purge has apparently begun. Ole Miss employee fired over social media posts on Charlie Kirk's death. MSNBC fires analyst who said Charlie Kirk pushed hate speech. I mean, this is just normal. MTSU employee fired over Charlie Kirk comments. State Superintendent Ryan Walters wrote that the rhetoric will not be tolerated in Oklahoma classrooms. Investigating teacher. Incredible. Phoenix Sports Suns writer Gerald Bourget fired after Charlie Kirk posts. Lake Norman Charter employee placed on leave for comments about Charlie Kirk's murder on social media. What is that? New Orleans Fire Department being investigated. An employee there after appearing to mock Charlie Kirk's killing. Inappropriate and insensitive. Texas schools respond to staff's Charlie Kirk remarks. 2 Massachusetts teachers placed on leave over Charlie Kirk's social media posts. Fast food managers. Interesting. Is it me or does this smell like cancel culture? It does. Can you post the link? Yes, you can. Alright. So that's that. Crazy shit. crazy fucking shit right there. Right there. Free speech, though, yeah? It's important to protect free speech. It's important to do that. All right, chat. We've gotten through the news. We've gotten through the news. Just so we're on the same page. Oh, yeah. I already know this about Zach Polanski. I've already reported on this, yeah. I've already reported on Zach Polanski being pro-trans. Yeah, absolutely. It is good. Oh, this is actually new. Oh, I didn't even see this today. Zach Polanski tells the Canary, solidarity with the trans community is non-negotiable. There you go. So hopefully that is going to translate to some real clarification on what Mothin Ali said after I was pissed as hell about my vote for him seemingly being for something that he didn't actually stand for when he came out to defend Adnan Hussein. So we shall see. So anyway, like I say, chat, we got through the news. It's done. It's now time for reacts. Yeah, we're gonna finish watching the Landlord Brainrot episode that we started watching yesterday. So get your Landlord Bingus cards out. Or, should I say, Lingus cards. Yeah, if you kept yours from yesterday, great. If you didn't, don't worry. You could just fill them in again today as we're playing. You won't win anything. Just so you know, you won't win anything. Is now. But it is a good bit of fun, isn't it? It's a good bit of fun. And we can play it together. Let's see what I've got, right? Yesterday, there was definitely cowards yesterday. There was definitely contradictory information yesterday. Boo-hoo, poor me. That was yesterday. I almost feel bad. Yeah. 1 week notice again. Dramatizing non-issues. Accidental honesty. Overcrowding. How do they live like this? That was in there. Literally breaking the law on camera again. Dawn Raid. Have I got that? Have I got Dawn Raid? Nightmare Tenants. Obviously, that's a free square. Incorrect legal process. No, don't know about that one just yet. 50 to 100% rent increase. We don't know this for certain yet, but it could be. Just trying to do a good thing. That was that lady who was saying that she was helping her friend by stealing her wages. Dehumanizing tenants. That's definitely, that always fucking happens. Doing him a favor. Again, another one. And definitely a professional career landlord. So I'm on the way to a full box. I'm on the way to a full box. What do they call it in bingo when you get a full thing? It's just a bingo. I'm on the way to a bingo. I'm on the way to a bingo. Will you also be on the way to a bingo? Let's find out. All right, here we go. Pushan Chowdhury.
When they stop paying my rent.
It's crazy, Prince. Like how they must just market these shows. Like I don't know when this used to air. I don't know what time it used to air, but I can imagine it was on in the daytime, you know, where they just market this shit to retired homeowners. And in the UK, we have an aging population of retired homeowners who gobble this kind of content up like fuck. Because a lot of them are landlords, right? A lot of people who are free in the day are landlords because they don't have a job, do they? Because they're the happiest that landlords ever seem to be, chat. When are they the happiest that they ever seem to be? You know? We still are. Empires are run by emperors. Kingdoms are run by kings. And we're definitely a country. Oh! I actually love that. That's really good. That's really good. Well done. Well done. When are landlords the happiest that you've ever seen them, chat? Is it when they get the rent on time? No, because they just want more, don't they? They want to charge more rent and they don't think they're getting enough for what a great job they're doing. No, the happiest that landlords have ever seen, that I've ever seen landlords, is when they're kicking a tenant out. It's when they're making someone homeless. It's when someone has been forced out of their property, right? What's probably happened here is they served her an eviction notice, and the tenant went, holy shit, fuck, because most tenants don't know their rights. They don't know that they're allowed to stay in the property, until such time as they're removed by a high court bailiff. Even if you get a county court bailiff eviction possession order, you can still stay in that property. The landlord is not allowed to enter the property with force. If they have a key, they could just get in. You're kind of fucked, but you are allowed to change the locks legally as long as you change them back when you leave. So you can resist the county court bailiff, and that's completely legal to do. But most people, when they get an eviction order, and I know because I've had them, you look at it and you go, oh no, that's scary. I don't want to get arrested, right? You can't get arrested for resisting an eviction. You just can't. You've not broken any fucking laws, right? The cops can get prosecuted for throwing you out of a house without, a high court bailiff order. Obviously, prosecutions against cops don't happen more often than not. You can get the procedure started, but nothing ever really comes of it. But they prey on ignorance. Yeah, the likelihood is that, like most normal people, she got the eviction order and she went, oh shit, I gotta go, and left, right? Right, listen, that has got nothing to do with the tenant. I know that it's dirty. I know there's like moldy animal food in here and shit like that. I know that that's all the case, right? Absolutely fine. Whatever. The tenant did this. I still don't care. She still shouldn't have been made homeless. Fuck landlords, yada, yada, yada. But them fucking floorboards, there is no fucking shot that the tenant did that. And also, it's a landlord's responsibility, right?
Give it a second, Garrett. What you footage in there was like floorboard.
This is the landlord's fucking responsibility. Maybe it doesn't look fresh. I'm thinking like, did a dog do this? Did a dog scratch through the floorboard? Not all the way through, man. Not all the way through. I mean, it just kind of looks like a horrible gaff. I don't know how much of this, like, if you look at this, like, look at this room. So you've got like a whole room here where like the wallpaper's come off or some shit. Or maybe there was like no wallpaper in there in the first place. Okay, this is funny as hell. Okay. Okay, that's funny as fuck. Like, again. If this is something that the tenant did, then it is your fault for engaging in the disgusting act of commodifying housing. Piss taken in new and inventive ways. I definitely didn't flub that. Yeah, great work. Yo, I'd Nickaloo, I'd Jackaloo. Just jacking a bog, mate. They tried investigating the missing shitter and had nothing to go on. Good work. No, most people are blasé about the problem of fucking paying rent when a landlord has just kicked you out. Like, it's too late, bro. I don't give a fuck about rent anymore, man. You've kicked me out.
I explained to you what happened. You're driving your car. You're fueling your car.
What's happening here is he is trying to appeal to this guy's human nature, like the deep, dark, fucking hard coal of a heart that he's developed because he's a piece of shit landlord. And this normal guy is like, please, you must understand. I had a job. It stopped. It's shit. Now I'm fucking homeless, right?
You are buying your cigarettes. You're changing your phone, but you can't pay your rent.
Poor people are not allowed anything else. Poor people are not allowed anything.
I can't understand that.
He didn't show any remorse. There was no indication that he felt bothered.
Why should he, dude?
Yeah, I thought I was...
You should, for sure. You can fully have shit therapists. But that's what I'm saying. I think that this guy smells more like a fucking, private life coach than a fucking NHS nurse. Like the NHS is different to healthcare in the US, right? Sure, there's similar elements of it. It's being privatized and shit like that, right? But in the NHS, there are like standards to adhere to, and they will have, you know, training in a certain way that they will be like, yeah, actually, you need to understand that like a lot of people who come to use our service are poor, they're abuse victims, etc., etc., etc. You know, I mean, it could be the case that his judgment has been, you know, marred by being a landlord. I think your instinct is right. He's a nurse in the same way I'm a CEO. I own a tie. Yeah, I mean, he's got a...
Oh my God, what are you on about?
Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have this flooring in your property, like where you live right now, not like your property, you own it. In your flat, where you rent. That's the flooring in my gaff that I rent. That's the same fucking flooring that I've got. This slidey panel shit, right? That happens all the fucking time, dude. How many times does this happen in your fucking gaff? I had to knock this fucking shit into the floor with nails in the kitchen because it kept fucking happening. Like, this is, what do you mean one has come off from the laminate? Shut up, bro.
For some reason.
For some reason, because it just happens. It's a landlord special. Oh my God, I've got that. This motherfucker, Paul Shampooler, is about to say, you've got mold here, right? You've got mold here. Do you know whose responsibility mold is? It's the landlord's. If your external property insulation is not correct, it will just create mold within your property. Yeah, that's whoever owns the property's responsibility. And if you don't deal with that as a landlord and your tenants, there were kids living there. That's probably why he denied that he didn't know. That's probably why he denied any knowledge of the kids, because he was like, shit, if they find out that there's been kids living in my moldy gaff, I'm gonna get fucking arrested. They're doing more of this, oh my God, he's abusing his child shit. I hate this program so much, man. In a just world, the people who made this program would be sent to a fucking re-education camp. In a just world, they will be sent to a fucking gulag. I swear to God. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy. This insane concern trolling. Being like, oh my God, the kids. What about the kids? Oh my God. Like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. It's none of your business. It is none of your business. And also, that looks like a fucking landlord special. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's been painted over. It's obviously been there for a fucking while.
Locks in a room when you've got kids living here, you wouldn't put locks in a room for kids.
Bro, the handle is broken off the fucking door. Do you think we can't see? What do you mean? They put a new... If they did this, it's because they couldn't open the door. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Who knows?
Emmanuel may never learn exactly what went on in...
Because you fucking didn't repair it. What the
fuck? Is that it? Is this the end? Thank God for that. Holy shit, my cortisol levels spike so much when I watch this shit, chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Makes me so fucking mad, I swear to God. Right. I know that I said earlier that we would watch that one video. We'll save it for next week, yeah? I'm sorry, chat. It's 11 o'clock. It's my Friday. I want to log off, and I want to play some Water Park Simulator. And, smoke on that Kirk pack. listen, I'm sure you're all absolutely desperate for some more politics. So we are going to go ahead and raid Rhizome again. But excuse me. Join me for the raid. It will be fun. Don't forget, though, I have a bunch of different social media channels that you can check out in my absence. Yeah, you can check all of it out. It's on the socials link, the Linktree link. You can also check out my YouTube channels. You can check out the VOD channels. The VODs from this week will be uploaded either later tomorrow or on Saturday, or maybe even on Monday, but there is already VODs for this week uploaded. Yeah, thank you so much for all the support today, chat. I really appreciate it. Thanks for turning up to the stream. I really appreciate it. I always have a great time. You always got some of the best banter. I love you to death. Thank you so much for supporting me financially. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, honestly, really appreciate it. It's been a really, really good stream, as always. I will be back on Sunday with Red Planet. Please follow Red Planet. Check us out. We got a great interview with a great guest. And also, if you missed that, I'll be back here on Monday, same Mule time, same Mule place, 7 p.m. UK time, for more politics, analysis, yada, yada, covering the news. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Stay excellent to each other. Peace, peace, peace.